And welcome to another Friday. A little overdue. Things have been off on busy and all that, but we've been keeping up with visits twice weekly whenever possible, and it's now another Friday visit here. Small group today. It's Y and Bink and myself. We're keeping on things. Folks have other commitments or are away or other stuff like that. But in the meantime, just a quick tour of what we got. So, the roses continuing along as usual. It's just their season for it. Some lovely growth here. We had quite a few roses on Tuesday as well, so Suzanne got a number of those. And we've got a lovely red one right here, as you can see. Some huge growth right there, and also over along the way. And also some of the lovely pink ones here, too. Along with some of the smaller ones down here, always nice to see. And the Society garlic, again, just thriving away grandly as it always does. So we're just keeping an eye on that. And everything doing very well indeed. Pardon me while I turn up the water a bit. It's been a little busy, a little hot these past few days, so we want to make sure that everything is well watered. Artichokes, as you can see, some of them are starting to sort of go again, but the two main ones here seem to be thriving pretty nicely, so we'll see how things continue with that. And over here you can see some of what's about to hit. The tomatoes are definitely starting to ripen. These are some of the ones that were just taken just now. We'll do a quick tour of what we've got over here with the plants themselves in a bit. In the meantime, quick visit over here with the other Rose and Society garlic. Quick switch back around.
Hit.
Oh man, nibbled.
Someone nibbled.
Well, we know we have invaders, so the trick is, try and make do with them as we can. So, get some water going here, get everything synced down. To go back along, so got the beans here, both sides. They are, as you can see, starting to go a bit. They might have done their full cycle. We had quite a few beans, and I'm sure there are a few left to claim here. But we'll sort of take a look at this and sort of see how much more they'll be producing. But certainly they produce quite a bit, so absolutely no complaints there. We do have a couple more of the carrots left, but there'll probably be time to grab those and pull them out, move them along the way. Moving over here, the rosemary, doing fine, although one clutch of it, as you can see, will be trimmed away. It's pretty much just started to turn, but we thankfully have a lot of other new growth, so that'll just continue on as it does. Over here, the tomatoes themselves, the big plants. Okay, now as you can see, there's a lot of withering away, so we'll be doing some trimming and all that. We've been sort of trying to build things up and maintain things and get things standing up as well as we could with some stuff around, get the vines up and get the fruits going. As you can see, quite a few tomatoes here, and with luck, we'll be able to claim most of these. We have had some nibblings on them, but just an amazing batch, so this will be good to share out here as we work along. It's more to ripen. We also do have over here, another one here that Rick's about to go in and do some maneuvering, or maybe we should move around here and just start helping along the way. Meanwhile, the squash being taken care of. Step back over here quickly and redo the watering here. Keep things going. Whoops. Move it along. Alright. So moving back over here, Wise keeping an eye on our squash, which continues to thrive, of course. We do have the other tomato plants here. Smaller ones, so a cherry variety here, a lot of green ones, but it looks like we've got a few ones turning red, so we'll do some claiming here and there. And we do have this other one over here, sort of smaller, but sort of keeping along. Big old weed I see right there. I'll have to get rid of that. Meanwhile, over here, well, we do have some of the growth. We do have this one little branch of this tomato plant coming out here. The real nice story to show is that we do have another crop coming in a little more. And this is something that I mentioned the other day, but the peppers are now finally starting to appear. 3 pepper plants. There's one over there on the other side. We've got 2 over here, so that's good to see. So we'll have a little bit of late growth from that one. We'll see where things go from there. Otherwise, it's been pretty well. Our walkways nicely has been sort of staying pretty calm here. I might do a bit of scraping, but it looks like not too much. I suspect the very warm weather the past few days has kept sort of extra growth down since there's been a little water out here. Nothing, bit of stuff here to do, but nothing too major. And as you can see by just sort of walking over here, things have been not merely dry, but clipped down. In fact, I suspect this has sort of gone through as a bit of a fire break, because I don't remember it being all quite so nice, and I can sort of see tracks over there. So this sort of helps just clean up the area, even though it is meant to be wild land, but especially in dry times like this, with the hills all brown, better to be safe than sorry, that is for sure. But everything otherwise looking pretty nicely. Our neighbors, as you can see, doing very well here. They've been doing some work on their squash and stuff themselves. In fact, I can see they've got things set up actually pretty nicely right here with sort of mini pumpkins and things like that going, and that's looking good. Their own squash stuff is already starting to reach everywhere. So it's lovely to have neighbors doing such good work here. course, over here with this marvelous neighboring garden back over there. The grapes, as you can see, coming in very well in the miniature vineyard. And then across the way, just other things going very nicely. The huge tomato varieties here. As ever, it's a lovely, lovely Friday. Some folks out here. I'm going to get back in and start pitching and helping as I move the water around. But it's been another good day. A couple more weeks until Serena gets to join in with the gardening permanently. I look forward to that. And with that, we'll say goodbye. Maybe catch you next Tuesday, if not next week. And we'll talk to you then.